Hello, everybody, and welcome to the My Wife Loves Wrestling podcast. This is my wife.
Hi, I'm Wife.
I'm Miles Weber.
Oh.
You're just keeping it. You're keeping it consistent. Yeah. This is my wife, Heather Weber, and we are here to talk about wrestling again. We have a very special guest. We're very excited to bring to us. Our first guest. I know.
All right, that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one over there. So he's a good friend of ours. We've been friends for a very long time. I mean, I've probably known him as long as I've known you.
Facts.
Easily.
I think before.
Yeah, it might have been before. So probably like 16 years that you and I have known each other. He's a stand-up comedian, tours all over the country, super duper funny. You guys are going to love him as much as we love him and everybody else does. Give it up for DJ Sandu. Yay! You could be your own hype horn. I love it. That's always fantastic, man. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you coming here today, especially because this is our wrestling podcast. Yeah. And you hate wrestling.
I mean, I don't hate. I don't hate it.
You dislike it. It's not your thing.
I don't understand it.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to be better about not hating things.
That's good.
Like,
with that
I just don't do it.
It's not your favorite.
Yeah.
It's not your favorite.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, definitely. It's very, very low on the totem pole of favorites of mine.
It's the Brussels sprouts of activities in your life.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Okay. What vegetable do you hate?
Onions.
Onions. It's the onions of your life, essentially. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Well, we've got a couple of things that we're going to talk about up top that we could kind of bring you into. Then we've got a few questions for you. And then we're going to have you watch a match. We have hand-selected a match.
Can't wait.
That we're like, all right, if we show him this match, what is the thought process going to be afterwards? Like, does the needle of respect and everything move at all as a result of watching it? So I'm very excited to reveal later which match we chose. But in the meantime, my wife has her list. This is the list of Heather over here, which is a nod to the list of Jericho, which is a wrestling reference.
You made the list.
You just made the list.
You just made the list.
So we're going to get a soundbite at some point, and that's just going to be a recurring thing because she has her list.
I do.
So what is at the top of your list for today? And we'll get into it.
Monday Night Raw this week. It was Jay and Cody.
Yes.
They had their match.
They did. Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, they had their match.
And Jey Uso comes out from the audience.
He does.
Walks down the stairs into the ring. And typically he always selects a kid to yeet with. Still such a weird thing to say.
Yeet. So you'll respect this because you're from Northern California. So he is from the Bay Area. And so Bay Area, we say yee. He says yeet.
And that means to throw them, right?
Because this is the hand gesture.
Yeah.
This is everybody yeeting. And so the whole audience, the whole crowd, when he comes out, they're all yeeting as his song is playing. And he's coming through the crowd. And he'll pick up a kid, usually. And kind of they'll get in, they'll do the yeet.
Is it legitimately a random kid, or is this a pre-planned child?
Apparently, he's standing up there, and he tells the camera guy, I'm thinking that kid down there, that seems to be the good one.
Because if I went to this event, I'm taking my nephew because he enjoys it, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be the cool uncle.
Of course.
And now if you just stole my nephew and ran off, I'll be like, yo, I don't.
Oh, to be fair, parents just hand their kids.
Just here.
Yeah.
Take them. Just take them, yeah.
And then they'll get their TikTok video.
He also doesn't run off. He just stands right there with them. We do the yeet, and then he passes them back, and then he continues walking.
That's dope.
It is.
I like that.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
But this Monday, he was wrestling against Cody Rhodes, and as he already yeeted with the kid, and he's close to the ring, and there's a moment where you can see a kid kind of walks up next to him to try and hey, me too. Yeah. Unfortunately, that kid was dressed as Cody Rhodes. He had head to toe, the coat, it wasn't just a t-shirt. Yeah, he had the gear on, and he's like, hey, me too. And the kid, he's just and he just kind of ignored him and kept going. And seeing that kid was everything in life.
Do you think he was sent?
I'm like, no, I'm just read the room. I don't know. Maybe his dad was just
How old is
get
this
into
kid?
Well,
10, between 7 and 10, I'd say.
10,
he was probably between 7
So he
and 10
doesn't
years
have
old.
he doesn't have the awareness.
No.
No.
And I'm sure
No.
whoever was with him was like, go ahead and try, not realizing you're dressed up as his opponent. This is not going to work in your favor.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's wrestling. I would absolutely have, like, picked him up. He's 7 to 10 years old.
For
Would
sure.
have picked him up and, like broke his back on my knee, you know what I mean? Not like actually break his back. I'm not a sociopath, but like
give him like the little fake backbreaker.
yeah,
Like, all right, there you
absolutely.
go.
I mean, I do that
What's
with
to come, Cody?
I do that with every kid I meet. Like, and I'm not a wrestler. Like,
Fair.
There, okay.
Yeah, okay. See, so he would have done it.
I would have picked him up and
Played it up a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah,
I like that.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have. I probably would have facepalmed that kid. Just like, no, not tonight. This is not your
You
night.
CM punked it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. CM Punked it, which is just to be how he is all the time, apparently. Yeah. CM Punk got to, because they're wrestling in Saudi Arabia tomorrow. Or like they have already at the time of the release of this. And CM Punk, one of the wrestlers, got to Saudi Arabia, and this like kid was trying to run up to him after he landed on the plane, and he just like, get out of my way, kid. Just like
Jesus.
shoved him out, shoved the kid out, or was it a little girl?
I think it was a boy.
Okay, it was a boy. Yeah.
Was it like a prince's kid or something?
I don't know.
Oh god, I mean, he would probably be in pieces in a bag right
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
if
easily.
that was the case. But no, I think it was not a prince's kid. So yeah, he's still in one piece for now. We'll see what happens after the match,
Yeah.
but we'll see where it goes from there. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that was a humbling moment for that kid. So I mean, that's a fun one to revisit. I'm glad that we all know where we stand on how we would act appropriately in that one. And then inversely, I think now we should probably get into let's.
And the one more thing.
One more thing? Okay.
One more
All right.
fun thing.
Let's go for it.
Only because I know you love trashing Ric Flair.
All the time. Any chance I could to trash Ric Flair.
Why trash Ric Flair?
Ric Flair is an old-timey wrestler. He was around in like the 80s and stuff like that, in the 90s. And he previously, before John Cena broke the record at WrestleMania that we went to a couple months ago, he was like had the record for most world title victories, which was 16. Now Cena beat it. He won
It's a very optimistic way of looking at it. That means he also has the title for most lost
most
titles.
times he's lost it. Exactly. Yes. Yes. But inversely, I do not care for him because like his thing was just like, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And he like talks about how he's the greatest of all time and everything. And I think he's one of the most overrated wrestlers ever. Like
He cheated almost every match.
he was a bad guy, so every match he
notoriously
cheated.
Womanizer.
Yes.
On and off screen.
Raging alcoholic, like,
And that's what this gets to talk about.
and that's what this gets to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like him.
I'm not surprised. So, what did Ric Flair do?
Well, so a couple days ago,
Yeah.
somebody posted on Reddit. Since then, I believe the post has been taken down.
That's a shame.
But everybody still has screenshots
Of
of,
course
it, and
they
it's
do.
going. So somebody posted, does Ric Flair keep coming to your restaurant and shitting himself? He has pooped himself like 6 times this year while drunk at bars and restaurants. Anybody in the service industry have to deal with this too.
What a SOS to put out of like, has anyone else had Ric Flair poop himself
Jesus.
in your restaurant? Is this just what life is now?
They're like, or is this personal?
Right? Is it
Is he
my
saving
restaurant?
it for us only?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he might be. I mean, that dude, like, he notoriously is like made mostly of alcohol.
Yeah.
Like wrestlers have spoken
So
about they're like, I've never seen him drink water before. Like they're like, he just goes and like before a match, he'll just take.
do you know anything about his
shot.
childhood?
Oh, it's nothing good, right? Yeah,
Oh, it's insane.
that's-
So there's
yeah.
I don't remember where this home is, but there was this lady who was setting up rich families with children from like orphanages.
Sure.
Pretty much it was like I don't know, like a no-kill shelter. Like they were all they were just orphans or whatever, and she would take a bunch of money from whatever couple, and they would like put in an order. We want it to look like this or whatever.
Okay.
And then they found out that this place was actually stealing children. And so I'm pretty positive it was Ric Flair. I know it was a famous wrestler, but I'm pretty sure it's Ric Flair. He was one of the children who was stolen from a family and then sold into a rich family through this orphanage. almost positive it
We're
was
gonna have to
him.
look that up now.
And his
Whoever.
biological, like through 23andMe and all that kind of stuff, his biological family has been able to find him, and he's been like, I have no interest. Like, what's it going to do?
Yeah.
Where are we going to go from here? I'm already almost dead.
I mean, that feels like a Ric Flair response.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, let the man shit himself. Stop. Why are you coming for him? Check your privilege.
Stop giving him coffee. What are
Six
you?
times? It's not much.
I mean, maybe we just water down the drinks.
Yeah.
That way it's less of a diuretic.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. When
Don't
he
judge
does,
until you walk a mile in someone else's shoes.
no matter what the shoes are filled with.
At
think
least
when
we
you
know why he's the dirtiest player in the game.
That is
now.
why he's the dirtiest player in the game.
Yeah, so
no,
I
that
mean,
makes
let him
sense.
cheat every now and again. Who cares?
You think when he shits himself, he's like, woo! Like, and they're like, he did it
I
again.
think he's more like, boo!
Woo! Oh, no notes.
You're
There we go. Thank you, dear. Undefeated. There we go. Okay. Now that we've covered his royal pooness, what questions do you have for DJ? You had some fun ones lined up.
I did.
Yes.
What is your first memory of seeing wrestling?
Good question. Yeah. How were you introduced to it?
Let's see. Because we used to watch it in like 92 or something like that.
Okay.
Actually, even before that, like 89, 88, 89, my grandma used to call them muscle men.
Okay.
Like we would go to 7-Eleven and buy little muscle men, and they were like tiny little.
Yes.
They're like the toy soldiers, pretty much, but they were wrestlers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like we used to watch like Andre the Giant and like that era.
Okay.
Up until I don't know, probably like third grade, and then we just stopped.
Okay.
And then like came back, and I think I was like in eighth grade or something like that when it came back. And we didn't have cable, so that was pretty much the deciding factor. There was I don't get to watch this.
All right.
And everybody was always referencing it whenever we got to school, and I was completely left out.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just grew a different way.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay.
fair.
Have you revisited it as an adult?
In a hotel room in El Paso.
When?
What was this, 2019?
Okay.
I think, right?
Okay. Was that when we were there? Yeah,
I think
that
it was
sounds
2019,
right.
2018 or 2019.
2018 or 2019. Yes, that's right. I think I have you watch something.
It was WrestleMania. Is that the biggest day?
That's the one.
Okay,
That's
so it was the
big
biggest one.
one. Yeah.
Because you had just called her, and you're like, all right, we're about to start it. And, like, you guys, like, you really synced up your cycles. And
Oh,
everything.
yeah. I'm pressing play now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And then, like, 3 minutes in, I was knocked out.
Yeah, he passed out.
I was like,
immediately.
yeah, I gave it an honest effort. I really planned on watching the entire thing.
Okay.
And 3 minutes in, I was like, yeah,
He was
no,
out.
I don't
Yeah.
I want nothing to
And
do
so
with
I
this.
just watched it
Okay.
in peace
Okay.
and remained quiet.
Okay.
So yeah, that
And
was.
then he
that was
posted
the
a
one.
photo of me.
Oh, was that with
Yeah.
the pizza?
No, I think it was a Chipotle burrito, right?
Yeah,
I think it was
that sounds
Chipotle
right.
burrito.
Yeah, you fell
I
asleep.
love that there's multiple pictures of you with food. And
Yeah.
First of all, if I'm, I was gonna say if I'm near a bed, I'm gonna be, but no, it doesn't matter where I am, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fall asleep.
Yeah, that's true. That is accurate. That
I'm
is
gonna
accurate.
catch a nap no matter what.
Hilarious. Yeah, that is a thing. I do remember. Okay, yeah.
But I
so you
went
did
to,
fall asleep.
actually, I went to, I don't know if you know Serena Espinoza in Vegas. She's awesome gal. She had hit me up one time because she got free tickets for, what's the league? Do you call them leagues?
Organization.
Organizations? Whatever.
The one in Vegas.
There's one that like it's like the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars
Oh, okay, yeah,
owns it, or his son owns it.
yeah. That sounds
What
right.
is, everybody watching right now is like, get this guy the fuck off of the podcast. Like this is sacrilege.
Not
Was
at all.
it AEW or
That sounds right. Well, AEW, that Cody Rhodes ran that one, and also I think Jericho had his hand in that. too,
Jericho
but-
was in it, and he did
Jericho,
like a
AEW.
contract signing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had like he was a bad guy.
Yes.
And
So you went.
Sabu.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't watch. We don't watch too much AEW.
I think that's his name. He was from WWE, I think.
A lot of the people from WWE, when they get cut, they usually make the pivot and go over.
I just remember
AEW,
like he just
or
kept looking up and
TNA.
doing this,
Yeah.
and like everybody, I forgot.
Everybody
what
knew what the thing was.
Yeah, and he came in and like broke it up and saved the day. Like he
Okay.
was the good guy and
Okay.
beat the shit out of Jericho. And like I called Kabir and he was like, "What?" And I'm like, "I don't know what any of this means." And he was like, "Fuck you, dude." Like I was like, "Yeah, I just had a free ticket." And like me and Serena were making our like we were placing like $1 bets.
Oh yeah.
And so we're like, all right, $1 says it's gonna be her because like she has a cooler outfit.
Yeah.
Like that was 100% our.
Well, that's a more intimate venue too, though. So
yeah, we're
I
in
mean,
the MGM.
Yeah, so that's cool because you're right on top of them there,
Yeah.
and so that's a really good vibe because I mean, like we were at WrestleMania, which was like that, and so it's
We're
at
back
Allegiant Stadium.
That looks horrible.
It's insane.
That
Like
looks terrible. Because I mean, I like that's why I stopped like shitting on wrestling and wrestling fans so much. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, look at my head. I'm still an emo kid. Like you can very easily make fun of me for being such an emo nerd.
Sure.
Like as long as what you're doing isn't hurting other people, I don't give a shit. Just like if you're having fun with it, but I'm still gonna make fun
I
of.
mean,
how
wrestling
dorky it
is hurting other people in a
Sure, but like the fans aren't hurting other
Yeah,
people by
for
being
sure.
fans of it.
for sure,
So
sure. Yeah,
I try to not shit on you guys, but it's really hard.
it's hard to do.
Fair.
It's hard to do. But did you have fun that night when you were there?
We had more fun making fun of how excited everybody was about.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
were definitely too cool for school.
You see grown adults in a light
Losing it.
that you've never. You're like, oh, you mean this?
Losing
Yes.
it. Yeah.
That's the thing that I said last podcast too. Is that when we were at WrestleMania, because now there's a wrestler. His name is Chad Gable, but he has like a luchador mask on, and he calls himself El Grande Americano.
Maybe.
Is again, she thinks it's not him, but everybody thinks it's him. And so now it's like this thing, like it's this whole joke about like people being like, that's not Chad Gable. It's El Grande Americano. He's his own thing. But the chant that happened, like the call and response in the stadium while we were there, while he was wrestling as El Grande Americano, was, "That's Chad Gable. No, it's not. That's Chad Gable. No, it's not." A stadium full
I mean,
of people.
For the longest time, we all thought that Buckethead was Tom Morello from
Facts.
from Rage Against the Machine. So
That
I
is
get
true.
it. Like it
That
would
is
have
true.
been exciting if
If it was
Buckethead took the fucking bucket off and we're like, oh shit, it was
Yeah.
him all along. So I get it.
It's like marshmallowbeing.com. Yeah, yeah.
I liked DJ Marshmallow. I just liked him more when he was with Graham Cracker and Chocolate.
Oh, weren't those the glory days?
You like that joke? Because here's some more.
Some more. Some more.
Oh,
Oh,
puns.
we love puns.
I love puns.
Okay. I think we should probably start setting up this match now. Do you know?
One more question to
one
go
more?
into it.
Okay, one more to get
Because
into
I feel
it.
like it has to be before.
That's fair.
Is there anything wrestling could do to win you over?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm in an age in my life where I am making more of an effort to be less judgmental and understand. So not win me over. I'll probably never be a fan,
Okay.
but I won't be such a hater.
Okay.
Like I can appreciate the athleticism and
Yeah.
everything, but also, you'll like this story. My trust was broken as a child with wrestling,
Oh.
and not the whole it's fake, all that, whatever.
Sure.
Like, we always knew that it was rehearsed. I know it's not fake; it's rehearsed. I get it.
It's scripted.
I know not to not to do that to you
Yeah,
guys.
don't do that. You don't say the F word. Not in this happy town.
But it was only on like Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings.
Yeah,
right?
Saturday mornings.
And so we're all sitting on the floor. We're watching on the big box TV, and my dad's vacuuming, and we're all sitting on the floor. And he turns off the vacuum, and he's like, "Oh my God, is that Jim?" And we're like, "Jim." And he was like, "Yeah, that's Jim. That's what he's doing now." I was like, "Hacksaw Jim Duggan."
Dad
How do you
knew
know
Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Jim Duggan? He was like, "I went to high school with him. I didn't know he's a wrestler now."
That's
and
incredible.
I was like, no way. So for years, we would go like we didn't do the whole my dad can beat up your dad. We did my dad knows Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
Like he knows. He went to high school with them. They known each other for years. My dad knows so like
It's so funny.
and for years, I mean 25 years, walked around bragging to people that my dad knows Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, yeah.
And then one day we're having dinner, and I was like, Dad, you ever like bump into Jim? And he's like, Jim who? I was like, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's like, what's that from? And I was like, from wrestling?
No.
And he was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So he just did the grown-up thing where you lie to a kid and move about your day.
And you took it to heart forever.
And we took it as fact.
Oh, that's a shame.
And he was like, I literally have never heard the name Hacksaw Jim Duggan in my life. What are you talking about, you lunatic?
No.
And me and my brother are like, dude, we were there. Like,
That was a core memory for
it was
us.
a core memory, dude.
Oh
It was a
my
real core memory.
That's incredible. Wow. Oh man, your dad's a heel.
But I do it to kids all the time. What, you don't lie to your son for funsies?
No.
Why not?
It would break our heart.
What?
told him
What?
the other day
Tooth
the
Fairy,
museum was
Santa
closed.
Claus?
Oh yeah, we did tell him that the museum was closed the other day when it was just like, we got too much stuff to do. We're not
You
gonna
like
go.
the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus and stuff like that?
We haven't started
We
down
haven't.
that aisle yet. No, we're trying to figure out how we're gonna navigate that.
Yeah, so we lie to kids all the time. You all do it. Like,
That's hilarious.
oh hell yeah, I lie to kids. It's so
But,
much
but
fun.
it's different being like my homie's Santa, like my dad's homie.
I'm
True.
friends with him. I went to high school with
You
Nick.
also, it's
Like,
important to remember the lies that you told them. That's why I can't lie. I
You
don't.
gotta keep a list.
I'm too dumb to lie. I can't keep track. Like, no way.
No.
Man.
Oh my god. That's a wild one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think now we set up this match. So this match that we have picked for you, because WrestleMania now is 2 days. It is Saturday and Sunday. So it's two like 3.5 hour.
It's really a
events.
week though.
Yeah, they've got the whole fan event that like the wrestlers are there doing everything. There's events. There's all these other shows now. Everybody's doing their podcast. The Undertaker has like his I Talk for
One-man
8
show.
hours, one-man show. So yeah, it's like a whole week now. But
Actually, I just remember that. You remember when we did that show, the last show in El Paso at the Comic Strip? There was this one dude that was sitting by himself, and we both thought he was Jake the Snake.
oh yeah,
You remember that? We were
I
looking
do
up like,
remember
where is
that.
he from? And then
We're
it
like,
turns
is
out
that
he's
him?
from somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there, we're like, that might be Jake the Snake, and it wasn't.
Yeah, and we just ignored it. And then finally on stage, we're like, okay, are you
Jake the Snake
And he
Roberts?
was like, why would you think that? And we're like, have you seen yourself?
Like, look in the mirror, man.
Yeah, you just. Yeah, that was. I forgot about that too.
That's funny. That's funny. So yeah, we went to WrestleMania both days this year in Las Vegas, and this match was the best match of the weekend. This opened up day 2 on Sunday. We were there with our son Robin, and this is the women's, which I should just start playing it right now.
Is that why you picked it for me? It's because of the women. You thought that it would soften me up a little. because
No,
No,
well,
it's just the best.
it's just the best.
Yeah.
It's just the best one because like we've said it many times on this podcast. Right now, women's wrestling is so much better than men's wrestling.
I mean, I see clips and stuff, and I'll agree with that. I thought that women's was better when I was a kid.
Yeah.
but there was only like 3 of them.
Well, they're just like their cardio's better. It's like watching lucha libre wrestling, just in general. But like I think like the cruiserweight division in WCW in the '90s is the most comparable thing that I think the women's division would do now. This is Io Sky, who's coming out right now. She is the women's champion. She's from Japan. She is still learning English. So like,
What's her walkout music?
so her walkout music, it's kind of this like, it's kind of a hypnotic kind of.
I was just hoping it was baby metal. That would have.
It's not anything that anybody knows.
I love baby metal.
I think it is a little closer to some type of EDM, but not like a kind of thing, just a lot of echoing and reverberation, I think. And so this is a triple threat match between Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. And
I've never heard any of those names.
oh yeah, I think you'll love Rhea Ripley.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Rhea Ripley is going to be your jam in the same sense that I believe you are a Marilyn Manson fan, are you not?
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like if
The music, not
the human.
Don't condone
and most
any
of who
of the
he
actions.
is as a person, but his
We
music.
can't play the music for obvious reasons, but when you can, listen to Rhea Ripley's because you will like her.
You would love, yeah. She's got a very metal, screaming.
Well, I think it's the actual band.
Yeah, it's the actual band. Well, no, the band doesn't play for her intro.
Well, no, but I mean, like they.
Yeah, it is a band.
Dude, when
Yeah.
I went to that wrestling event at MGM, there was a couple of songs that I recognized. I was like, oh shit, like these people do the music for this guy? That's dope.
Yeah. Well, like Living Color does CM Punk's
Yeah, I remember that.
Cult of Personality.
Yeah.
They were there for night one to close it out. They did his intro, so they played that. That was pretty cool.
Don't they like tour with? There's like a couple bands that like tour with WrestleMania or something like that. right?
Probably. I mean, like that's like I feel like that was their hit. Like was Cult of Personality.
that was
But
the
I know
biggest
that
one.
week they did a show on Fremont Street.
Yes.
So CM Punk
and
showed
CM
up.
Punk showed up. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, it was.
I remember hearing about that, and then they went to. I think they went to Nerd Bar.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
This now coming to the ring is Bianca Belair. So she's and WrestleMania. The best part with the intros is they go big.
Yeah.
They go super big with the entrances. So she's got people right now that are playing double dutch.
She double dutching with her hair. That's
Well,
dope.
Bianca's hair, that's her real hair. Bianca's hair is extremely long. She does use it
this
as
is her
a
stepdaughter.
weapon. And that's her stepdaughter. Yes, that's
That's
her
cool.
stepdaughter.
I like that.
Yeah, so that was a cool little
I like
thing.
the cool little family hug. And
Yeah, to
Okay.
include her. But yeah, that's Bianca's real hair. Like she uses it to hit people with in her matches.
She looks like the what's her name? The Queen of Fables. You
That's
ever watch a Harley Quinn cartoon?
Oh no, we haven't. I know. I'm sure when Robin's older, we'll be able to watch something like that. But sometimes now we have to be careful about things being too scary.
Yeah.
We have to be careful showing him things
This
that are
is
too
just
sad.
This is just vulgar. Like this is excessively and way too violent.
I'm
Like,
sure. I'm sure. Absolutely.
5th career match, 4-0 record.
Yeah, WrestleMania. Yeah. So no, Bianca's great. Bianca in ring, she is fantastic. Her boyfriend, husband.
Her
Yes.
Montes,
Yeah. He is also in the WWE. Yeah. Are they still tag champions? Is that a thing?
I believe
I
so.
think. Yeah.
Rabbits, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that he is one of the tag team champions. So they get
Who's
to
her
travel
husband?
together.
Montez Ford.
Montez Ford, yeah. So he is one of the tag team champions in WWE right now. But just that robe, all the roses and everything on that, like that is incredible. That is a Ric Flair-esque robe. But I am confident she didn't get drunk and misplace that night because that is the thing that Ric Flair regularly did with his expensive robes that he walked out in. Is he would get drunk and he would lose them at like a bar or hotels and things like that. So that was like a whole.
Somebody got home and was like, "Why is there shit in this road?
Oh, it's everywhere.
This is the 6th time."
Exactly. See, it's a whole trope. He's been doing this for a long time, and now the stadium is just waiting for Rhea Ripley to come out because she is probably one of the most popular women wrestlers.
I would just say wrestlers in general.
Just in general, yeah.
I mean, I love purple.
Yeah,
We're off to
yeah.
a good start.
The purple is good.
She's
and
horrifying.
especially like
I like that.
The beginning of the song is it's like, "This is what we've got." Like,
This is my brutality.
this is my brutality. And so yeah, it's like a big scream that like hurts my voice when I ever try and do that.
I love that headpiece.
We are loving the headpiece. Yes, she's got the gear on right now, the like skeleton hands crown as she takes it off, the septum piercing, and like kind of like a shredder vest, I want to say. This is very
I gotta
shredder
figure out
from
who it is.
from Ninja
How'd you
Turtles.
spell her name?
Rhea Ripley, RHEA, and then RIPLEY. So yeah, you're probably gonna see. You will probably know whoever does her entrance song and be like, "Oh my God, they do her entrance song." And be like, "Yeah, man, yeah. Absolutely." So, but yeah, no, she's super duper popular right now. She is like the big wrestler in WWE.
Motionless and white? Yes.
There it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do her song, and so it's a whole thing, man.
And also, fun fact behind the scenes stuff for this match. Rhea apparently didn't know if she was going to be able to do this match because she was dealing with a persistent lower back injury from like NXT stuff, I guess.
So she's had a lower back injury for a while.
Yeah. And so, but I guess it was like getting really bad leading up to it. Also in this match, Bianca Belair, I think it was the finger injury. She
broke her
in this
finger,
match.
right?
She breaks her finger in this match.
Yes. And still finished the
keeps
match.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, Bianca did. And she's still out, isn't she?
Yeah, she's out right now.
Yeah, she's still
because
out.
of it, yeah.
Yeah, she broke her hand in this match. So, yeah, Bianca's a badass. But also, I mean, they all are. I mean, between Rhea having the lower back injury that is just this won't quit, and she's coming into this match not knowing if she can compete, Bianca breaking her hand and finishing the match, and then Io Sky just doing every single thing that she
her
did.
Shoulders.
Bianca's?
Yeah.
I've been trying to get those shoulders for years now.
Oh yeah, that she's got the traps that don't stop. Yeah, 100%. You can get on Bianca Belair's workout plan. There's a lot of double dutch. That's what it's from. It's just mostly like the high double dutch.
Yeah, if you can double dutch with like actual ropes.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'll definitely help you. And then Alicia Taylor, who is doing the announcing now.
What's she from?
I don't know that she's from anything, but she took over for Samantha Irving, who was so good at announcing the wrestlers. Like, she became like her own entity. Like, everybody loved Samantha Irving. And she ended up bowing out because she wanted to focus on her singing career. So now she's doing her own thing singing. And so it was like, oh, who's going to replace Samantha Irving? And Alicia's been killing it. She's doing great. You and her kind of have the same hair. So, I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense, right? She got the mohawk going on. Rhea has, I think, like, slimmed down a little bit, because I feel like when she first got bumped up from NXT to the main roster, like, she also had like really broad shoulders and everything.
Yeah.
But she's still hella strong. So, and she's got I'm seeing now the gauges in her hair. I always like wonder if like those are gonna get pulled on in a match, like people pull on Bianca's hair.
Yeah. Wouldn't smell the best.
I mean, yeah, it
Have you
wouldn't
ever
smell the
smelled,
best.
like the gauges?
I've heard gauges do not smell the best. Yeah, which is a strange thing.
Well, I mean, you got to take them out and clean them.
Yeah.
Like, it's really like, because I had mine at like 00. It's a little bit more than a 00.
Okay.
Like, I stretched them with a golf tee. So
Interesting choice.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're poor, you make do. Like, but I mean,
this is what I'm
gauge,
gonna
like
use.
when you're the gauging spikes, it's just a fucking golf tee. Like, why are you going to pay $30 for something that's
Fair.
2 cents
That's
worth
true.
of plastic?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I once I had those in, it's like once you shower, like you don't really, you don't take your earring out and wipe it down and dry it off. So it's like you're just leaving that moisture in there to kind of dry on its own. It's going to get kind of mildewy.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So like,
Fair.
as
guess
long
that
as you
makes
take
sense.
them out and clean them every day, you're fine.
There you go.
Okay, fair enough. So now, during this feud that was leading up to the match, since Io doesn't do a whole, I mean, at the time she wasn't doing very much talking at all, but now like she's actually been trying to cut promos and talk more on the mic because she's getting better acquainted with English. But leading up to this match, she wasn't talking a whole lot. And so really the focus of the match was like Rhea and Bianca feuding with each other, and they were just constantly like pushing Io out of the way, not unlike CM Punk pushes Saudi Arabian kids out of the way when he gets off of the plane. Just, they were like, get out of here, little one. And so, yeah.
Wait, so is she out because she's out of the ring?
No.
Okay.
So it's still by pin or submission.
Yeah, the
Okay.
only win by pinfall or submission.
So it's not floor is lava.
No, it's not Flora's Lava. No, that's the Royal Rumble you're thinking of.
Okay.
Royal Rumble, they have to get eliminated over the top rope and both feet have to touch the ground, and that's usually like a battle royal situation where there's a lot of wrestlers that just keep coming. It's like 30 wrestlers that just keep coming every minute and a half, I want to say. But no, during Triple Threat, there was
that
no
was
disqualification. Oh, like how she got up? Oh, yeah, absolutely. The little flip up. Yeah, shades of Shawn Michaels in the
Well,
late
but also
90s.
the lead into this, I believe Bianca won Elimination Chamber, and so
Yes.
it gave her the right to face Io Sky, and it was
Yes.
supposed to be just Bianca and Io Sky, and Rhea kept
Well, wait, wasn't it Rhea was champion and then Io beat her because Bianca was hanging out at the side of the ring. And so then it was because it was supposed to be Bianca and Rhea.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Rhea lost to Io Sky. And then it became her versus Io Sky.
Yeah.
And then Rhea ended up winning a match to insert herself into this and make it a triple threat.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
see,
she got put in last minute.
she got put in last minute. So, but yeah, her hair getting pulled, like that's a constant. Like they're always like pulling her down off of things, moving her around, and there we go.
Oh, that was Raw.
Yep, nice little knee to the back, and then a flip by Io Sky, double cover. You love to see it. Kick out at 2, always dramatic, and then double kick to the face as you do. Yeah.
So far, I think Bianca's the best actress.
In what way?
She's selling
Like
it the
selling
best.
it.
Just
Yeah.
selling?
Selling, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she sells great. Yeah. Bianca's amazing.
Yeah.
So the odd thing is, Vegas was weird because they didn't like who you were supposed to like, and they like didn't hate who you were supposed to hate. Because they really didn't. They booed Bianca a lot heavily, like she was a heel, and she's
Yeah.
not like a heel. And moonsault, you love to see it. Kid Io going out to the ring. I'm always nervous seeing those moonsaults going out to the ring.
It's
'cause I'm just
horrifying.
like, oh yeah, well especially JD McDonough. Isn't that what he did? Where he like
I don't know if
landed
it was
wrong?
a moonsault, but he did some sort of dive off of there.
Dive.
And he ended up hitting the
Announcer table.
and punctured his lung, I believe.
But
Yeah,
but
I
he
saw
hit
that.
like the back of his head, like his neck. It looked like he broke his neck, and they're like, "Oh no, that was a lung puncture thing that happened there." So, but yeah, no, Io's got an amazing moonsault. Her and Tiffany Stratton, because isn't hers the pretty moonsault or whatever? It's like her finishing move is like the perfect moonsault.
Yeah.
So, but no, this match just goes. That's the other thing. So you can see like the pacing, like they are just going. What a wild pin, just coming in around the side in the middle of her to roll her up. Nice little shoulder, and those big shoulders. Yep, she does sell really well. Bianca
Yeah.
really, she is fantastic.
Well, and I think that's a thing with wrestling is like, yeah, you can be athletic as you want to be, but you still have to be able to sell and get people behind
Yeah.
everything that you are doing and is being done to you.
Facts, absolutely.
Yeah, because like when Io was like punching her earlier, it didn't look like a punch at
Yes.
all. Like,
Yeah.
No, the punches aren't punches, but
Or punches and kicks are always pulled. But inversely, like everything on that mat hurts. Like they did a video with the wrestlers in the back for social media where they were just asking them like, what move hurts the worst, and all of them were different variations of slams on the mat. None of them
Yeah.
were like this on a table. That they were like, oh no, choke slam, power bomb, like just typical things that you would just do on the mat. They're like, that hurts the most.
God damn.
Yeah. Just took Io around. Io's wrapped around her shoulders right now, and they just slammed her head into the little barricade outside the ring, and then went ahead and grabbed her and just decided, all right, we'll team up on
Yeah,
this
that
one.
wouldn't have felt good in a bounce house.
Oh no, no,
Right.
that would have been terrible in a bounce
Yeah.
house. You're still coming out crying in that regard.
yeah, punches aren't real. Slaps are. The
Slaps
slaps are
are.
always real.
Chops.
Chops.
So that's like they slap their chest.
Yeah.
Those are the ones they just woo slap woo.
Yeah,
So,
but hers are just like so slow and soft that it's
Yeah.
like it's not. She's not selling.
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. Again, Ric Flair, same. Like his razor's
Oh
edge
damn.
just threw her into Bianca like a dart. Just all right, here we go. So, but yeah, no, Ric Flair also would really pull his punches to where you could see like 6 inches of space between his punches, and I was just like, okay, all right, fair enough. Like we probably don't need to zoom in the camera on those punches because this is just taking a lot out of the match. But and flip, roll up, almost, and took down, toe drag, there, lock, leg lock, maybe. We're trying, we're doing our best. I forget what that's called, but yeah, she does this whole. That's like Rhea's submission move that she does, which I mean the legs are set up like not unlike a sharpshooter, but she's got them in the front, and then Bianca just comes in and grabs her like, "Hey, let me pick you up here,
Jesus Christ.
real quick."
That actually, like, I actually need that for my back right now.
A torture rack, yeah.
So Bianca, if you're free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bianca, if you're free, our friend.
My
would really-
lumbar would really appreciate
he would deeply appreciate you cracking his spine by doing your finishing move. He wouldn't be able to take the landing on the face as well, but that was just fantastic.
Just the setup part. That's all.
Yeah, just the setup, just getting you up, kind of bending you over the shoulders. And I'd imagine it'd feel good because your traps are so huge. Those would serve as like lacrosse balls or something.
Yeah.
Like really getting into those knots. So, all right. Now we got Io going back and forth. Got him done. That's like X-Pac who used to do the Bronco Buster. Yeah, that was a fun one as well. Fun things you do in the corner.
It's just so funny because like stepping on her stomach, that was just a sign of disrespect. That wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's like 9 pounds. It's not gonna hurt
Yeah.
It was just like
at all.
a nice little FU. And we're all going up and flip. Yep. And the hard sell. That was a good sell by Io. Like took the hit on the face only to bounce up and then fall down slowly.
I think this is Bianca's holding her hand.
Oh yeah, this might be where she.
it
That's where she broke her hand.
Yeah.
How? Okay,
Oh,
let's take
shit.
a look and see how that happened. So she flips her over
Oh, underneath Rhea.
underneath Rhea. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, she
Yep.
immediately
Right away, she's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah. Well, and like
that's
her
where it
hand
happened.
was like partially back already.
Yeah.
So Rhea
and Rhea landed on it.
landing on it.
So yeah, that was for sure where it happened.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh man,
Did they like release an X-ray of her hand?
No, you could
I
probably
don't think
find
so. I mean,
one.
she
don't think
probably
so.
did on social media. Maybe. I
Probably,
don't know, but-
probably. But yeah, no. But just to like, all right, we're gonna keep going because if they get too injured to
you
finish
gotta
the
be in her
match,
ear right now. Like, I think my finger's broken. We gotta.
yeah. No, that's for sure. What she's saying is like, I think I broke my finger.
Yeah.
So just whatever you do, be cognizant of that. Which what a thing to say in front of 100,000 people in a stadium is just like, hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to call an audible here on some things.
Oh,
Because,
she's a lunatic. I like that.
oh yeah,
But
Io.
she's amazing.
Ah! Oh yeah, that's always great. The little flex where she points to her mouth. I love that. That's so fun. So it's very anime.
Yeah.
Like if she was a Pokemon, that's just I imagine all these colors that just like
Yeah.
fly behind her head and everything, and these polygonal shapes.
I
And
never
just-
noticed that Prime was on the turnbuckle too.
they got the sponsors everywhere now, man. Like that's so yeah. Since Prime started doing the sponsorship in the middle of the ring, yeah, they're sponsors everywhere. The
What is
Slim
that
Jim
called?
tables.
That was like 1.5.
That was a
flips.
450 flip, I want to say, because it's more than is a little bit more than a 360.
Yeah.
So that was a 450 flip that she did with a broken hand. Like just all right.
thing.
That and what?
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing. And her long ass hair. Like
I've
that's
always wondered how much her hair weighs, because that is so much on your
Right?
head and your neck, to,
Right?
like, carry around with you.
There she
At
goes.
least she does have it in her hand, like so it doesn't get
Yeah.
caught up in things.
That's true.
But still,
and that was the Riptide. That's Rhea Ripley's finishing move. That's why she was so upset that she kicked out, because somebody kicks out of your finisher, you have to sell. Like you're really, really upset.
what else am I going to do? That's my thing.
Yeah, like what is it gonna take? I'm gonna have to
Look
kill
at
this
Ia's
person.
elbow.
Oh
Busted
no.
Open.
Oh, Io's elbow's bleeding. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like as a comic, if you're just not getting over on a crowd, and then you're like, you know what, we'll do the big closer, and it gets nothing. You're like, well, fuck.
Oh, it's like, what do I do now? It's true. That's true. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Just take somebody else's move. It's
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then you
Yeah,
just
take
do
someone else's move.
Yeah.
Take
do someone else's
closer.
finisher and see how that finishes for you.
Yeah.
Which is essentially what happens. I mean, like Jey Uso's been doing everybody else's finisher lately to try and get the match ended, and now she's going to try and go for the Riptide from the top rope. Which, yeah, if you want the regular one to not hurt as bad,
If we were on the ground, I wouldn't be able to hold her like that.
yeah, whoop, flip, yep, you love to see it, man. And they're just going,
Yeah.
like, just the pace never stopped in this match.
And also, like, she still has spikes on.
Flip,
Mm-hmm.
oh.
Damn.
And then just put her feet up, and just did a backflip onto her feet, bam, face down, because that's Bianca's finisher right there. I forget what it's called, but that's Bianca's finisher.
Why
Rhea
wouldn't
gets
you just
involved.
let her tap out? Why would
Because
you
it's not
interrupt that?
elimination; it's whoever pins
Yeah.
wins.
Oh, it's the first
Yeah.
one.
first one to
Oh,
pin or
okay.
submit.
I thought you gotta-
wins. So you're trying to make sure that you're getting in and interrupting that, so that way, it's not an elimination match. So. But yeah, there you go, man. You can get in that position, and it will really help your back a lot.
Yeah.
So
Just got to find a gentle way to be put down. But
this is very true. Yeah, yeah. Which I mean, I'd imagine is on the feet.
yeah.
Right? That seems to be the gentle way that you're going to put somebody down if you got them in a torture rack position, not unlike Lex Luger. So, also the best thing with like women's wrestlers, like the fact that their outfits stay on, like, is just a testament to just the costumers who are putting these things together. Because, like, I don't think the rarity that anything.
Every now and then
slips
there's
out.
like a nip slip, but
Yeah,
it's pretty.
it's so
few and far
rare.
between.
It's so rare. So yeah, just the fact, and I mean, like, yeah, I don't know what Bianca's outfit is made of, but man, it looks fancy and also uncomfortable to land on if you're gonna land on like the front of your torso.
And granted, I know like before when they were just on USA and like the network channels, the women would get fined if anything popped out while they were recording. I don't know if that still stands true when they're on Netflix. I don't know if it's still the same rules apply or not.
I
At least
mean,
for Rob, but I don't know.
you would think not,
Yeah, so
because
I don't know if that
Netflix
changed.
has like full-on sex scenes and
Yeah.
stuff in some of their content.
So I don't know if that still applies
But
to that.
that's if it's rated, you know, like
Rated
so if this
rated
is
as
rated
such.
TVMA
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, then that might be where they're like, all right, we rated it this, so there is a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Have they ever had a? Has there ever been a dick that popped out?
No, but she does follow this account on TikTok that is this gay guy who watches the matches, and he finds these moments where it's like crotch shots.
I
and
feel
he-
like you've been waiting
Well,
for me to ask that question.
This
She
is
was
gonna be
like,
a great one.
I feel like you guys had a side bet where she was like, "I bet you $5 he's gonna ask if a dick pops out."
Well, no, but it was funny because every time I'm on TikTok now, because he uses the same song, so Miles always knows I'm looking at crotch shots
Yeah.
when it's on. But I think he even said, he's like, "Oh, make sure you have DJ see this because he might start using that song for some of his
Yeah.
promos."
Yeah. You call me daddy. I need a daddy. Oh, like, yeah, it's really funny. It's really, really funny. So EO just
It's
took
actually
her-
like I hate doing social media, but my favorite part about doing social media is trying to find a song that goes with this specific flyer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes whoop, flip, and cover, and 1, 2, 3,
Well, bam.
boom, boom sauce. There it is.
Now, what is also, like, it's special for a lot of reasons because I believe this is EO's first WrestleMania win.
Yes.
But also, as far as history goes, she is the first Japanese woman to win at WrestleMania.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
big deals all around.
Get it, EO.
Yeah.
Get it. Absolutely. So, especially after taking that bump on the top turnbuckle.
Don't step on her face.
She got well. EO took it straight up to the face on the post.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really took a hard shot on the post beforehand, and then went ahead like a boss and did a moonsault on top of both of them to retain. So yeah, like that was this one right here. Bam.
Damn.
Just right in, and we saw that and we're like, oh, is she dead?
Yeah.
Like what happened? But then when we saw her getting ready, because that's the benefit of being there whew,
You
with
see
the hair.
sidelines.
You see like what the cameras aren't showing, and so at this point you see her start waking up, getting set up, and then she covers, and there she goes, bam. So comes in for the moonsault, and that's the W. So there we go, man. That is
What'd you think?
the WrestleMania match. That was the best match I think of the whole weekend. What are your thoughts?
I mean, it's fine.
It was I
mean, like, I don't know. I can't cut out a weekend for it.
For sure.
Like-
oh yeah, for sure. A
'Cause
weekend
also,
is
like,
asking a lot.
I was 2 years ago or something like that. I'd gotten free tickets for WrestleMania, and it was
Of
like
course.
pretty up close. And immediately I was like, honestly, man, like I would just be going to be like, look where I am, and I don't fucking care. Like, find somebody who actually wants to be there. Like, I'll be taking somebody's place who
And they could actually
really
enjoy it.
would enjoy being there.
That's
fair.
nice.
And that's a dick move, because I would be pissed off if the two of you got a meet and greet with Slipknot, and the whole time you're like, "So what do you guys do?" Like I would be
thing.
I would be offended. I would be personally
Are
offended.
the masks uncomfortable?
Yeah, like, I would be so angry. So I was like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna
Fair.
That was kind of you.
I'm gonna
Fair.
pass up this opportunity, and like I'll if this comes back my way, it would be for something that's not the Super Bowl of wrestling.
Fair enough.
Fair. Okay.
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 Okay. That works.
I think I have a closing question.
Closing
for you.
question. Here we go.
If you had to come up with a wrestling like gimmick and name, what do you think it would be?
Oh, damn it. I mean, like, I feel like I would have to make it racist.
I love that you would just Vince McMahon book yourself.
I would. I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know the Teflon turban. I don't know, man.
Oh, the ring gear would be incredible.
You wouldn't come
Osama
out like
bin
Rhea
slamming?
Ripley?
Osama bin slamming. Oh my God, that's what he's been doing all this time. Been slamming your mom. Like, oh, that's incredible. I kind of want you to make that should be your next Halloween.
I don't
Is
know,
you as a
man.
wrestler.
I've never had to think about what I would be if I was a wrestler.
For sure.
What would be my? I don't know what would be my. First of all, I'm 41, so this isn't a dream that's going to come true at all. I'm not pursuing this.
I mean, John Cena's 48. Right?
yeah, but when did he? He didn't start at 41.
He did not.
What? How
no.
old was he when he started?
I mean, well,
Is he
Diamond
still
Dallas
doing it?
Yeah.
This is his last year. Yeah.
Jesus
That's
Christ!
why we went to WrestleMania.
That's why we
because
went
it was
because it was his last WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So yeah, but December is his last. He's going to be completely done after that. Yeah, that's it.
That's incredible. And
Yeah.
he's. I mean, but he hasn't been doing it the entire time.
Not like full time, no.
Not
No,
like full time.
like,
No,
he's been coming in
the
and
last
out.
few years he's been coming and going a lot just
Yeah.
because he's been doing movies like outstandingly. Like,
Well, yeah, because like
he's
his
killing it.
100% of his income isn't tied to this.
Yeah.
Like they're at every match because they have to be.
Oh yeah, they're city to city. all
like
the time. Yeah.
there's no option for them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
so if she breaks her finger on this match, she has to be at the next match anyway. There's no.
well, she's been taking time off
Yeah,
because
she
of
took
that.
time
Yeah,
off,
yeah,
yeah.
she's taking time off to heal. So yeah, so she's been out
If
for
the
a
doctors
while.
don't give you the green light, then.
Yeah, you have to get cleared.
Yeah,
So,
but as soon as that green light comes, like
Yeah,
he
she's
has
back.
he has the luxury of sitting out a few
with
extra
your
rounds.
back, I don't think they would clear you. They
No.
would probably just
They-
be like, yeah, no.
My
it's-
back is
But-
the least of my problems. It's my. I don't. We're just gonna have to bleed this. My overwhelming pussiness. It's not. My physically isn't even. That doesn't even begin.
just
to,
the bitch assedness.
the bitch assery of my general persona.
But
That's
DJ
the
would
biggest
be
obstacle.
Such a good manager. Like, are
You
you?
would.
I'd be a great manager.
be
Oh,
a
I
great
could
manager.
I could talk shit and start fights
I
any
know,
day.
I know.
Literally.
In any language.
yeah.
I'd be like, oh, you're Japanese? Cool. I can start a fight in Japanese
You should.
easily.
Yeah, no, that should happen.
Yeah, I could easily seeing you be a manager.
Be a manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could be a manager. I couldn't be a wrestler. Like, absolutely not. I like my pain tolerance. I thought was good, but then I'm like, oh no, it's taking me way too long to recover from anything. And all I did was like sleep weird on an airplane,
Okay.
and like,
So if you
Yeah.
took a bump, it'd be like a ref taking a bump. You'd be down for like 20
Oh yeah.
minutes.
I'd be
Down
yeah,
for
I'd be down
20
for a whole. I'm gonna take a full count.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
They're like DJ took a scoop slam, so we're gonna have to X out. Like, let's get the
Yeah,
car.
no, I'm
he's
taking a
gonna
full
get wheeled
count
out.
for sure. I
fair
always
enough.
love that Colin Jost and Michael Che. Matt, did you ever see that?
Oh
one?
god, it was so bad. Yeah,
I loved it. I loved it
man.
because I saw it coming a mile away.
Oh, of course.
I saw it immediately. Like
Yeah.
I saw him hide, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna win! Yay!"
Of course,
Hell
absolutely.
yeah! I was so excited about that. That would be me. I would win in the most bitch ass way possible every time.
Fair
Like it wouldn't even be cheating. It would just be like some kind of technicality.
shenanigans.
Like it would be like you would win, and then it'd be like I would pull out the rule book and be like, "No,
Actually.
she did this, so she's actually disqualified."
This happened once in a match in 1987, and
Yeah.
nobody's called it since.
Oh,
But this
absolutely.
actually, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'd be like the lawyer of comedy or of wrestling.
That'd be
love it.
fair.
I love
That'd be
it.
good.
Okay,
That'd be good.
Very litigious
Before we go, let the people know where they can follow you on social media and anything you want to promote.
At DJ Sandu 20. That's
Yeah.
DJ SANDHU 20 on all of the Stockability websites.
All of them. Every single last
All
one.
the interweb stalking things.
Well, thanks for coming, man. We appreciate you coming out.
People are ready
Hey.
to see you in your Halloween costume.
Oh,
now.
yeah. Follow him, if nothing, because we're going to try and pressure him into making his own wrestling gimmick for Halloween. But this has been the My Wife Loves Wrestling podcast. I'm Miles Weber.
I'm wife.
And thank you for watching and listening. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.